All right, we'll be starting in around 2 minutes. I don't have too much time today. I may be back a little bit later today, but this is gonna be a quick stream. So let's just jump right into it. Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove, where we teach you how to be profitable traders the easy way, the stress-free way, the mango way, the breezy way. So in today's live stream, we're going to be keeping it really simple, really quick. I want to go ahead and show you guys what I'm looking at pertaining Shiba Inu. Something really interesting is happening on the chart. Going to give you guys a quick update on Solana trade. Solana is also doing something really interesting on the Bitcoin pairing. The USD pairing is fantastic, of course, as it has been for the past week or so. And we're also going to go ahead and cover VeChain. VeChain is looking extremely interesting and giving us a trade opportunity leading into the weekend close. So big shout out to those of you who did point out VeChain to us consistently over the past week, ensuring that we don't forget about it morally, especially. Shout out to you. With that, let's go ahead and start off with the dashboard, because that's essentially where I noticed Shiba Inu doing something really interesting. So we'll switch on over to the dashboard. Let me go ahead and find my window right over here. Is it here? No, it's not. Is it there? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So Shiba Inu on the dashboard did something really interesting. We'll start with the lower time frames, with the 4 hour, and then work our way up, and I'll tell you guys my mindset as I start seeing the signs, right? And hey, there's still more signs that we are seeing as the day progresses. So we filtered our Shiba Inu over here. You guys can see how fast and snappy it is. So there's no reason for you guys to not be using the dashboard. Oh, by the way, guys, dashboard available at app.mangoresearch.co. There's a free version as well as a premium version. So go ahead and make use of the free version at the very least. It's very useful. So we are starting off with the 4 hour time frame right over here. And you guys can see that the 4 hour flip long 10 hours ago. Okay, and what caught, okay, so initially the 4 hour flipping long is not interesting enough for me, right? Especially since we were looking at Shiba Inu breaking down on the higher time frames. It was losing daily levels and the 12 hour level, right? So it wasn't too interesting for me, but it didn't just flip long like that. It flipped from short to neutral and then to long. That was interesting because it did very like what's the word I'm looking for, in a stepwise manner. The 12 hour too also flipped from short to neutral. So now that's where I got really interested, right? So the 4 hour flipping, even the 4 hour flipping long is not enough for me because I'm looking for a bigger move towards the downside. So I would want at least the 12 hour and the daily to start flipping towards the neutral and long signs before I start getting interested in any long trades on Shiba Inu, right? But then the 12 hour also flipped long. Okay, so remember, the 4 hour flipped long 10 hours ago. On the next 4 hour candle that came after, the 12 hour flipped long as well. So we have the 4 hour and the 12 hour both flipping towards the long side. Then I noticed that the daily also flipped long, right? So we had the daily, the 12 hour flip long, or rather, sorry, flip neutral, flip from short to neutral. So they did not flip long just yet, but flip from short to neutral. And that was interesting enough for me to say, hey, you know what, let's go ahead and take a look at what Shiba Inu is doing on the charts. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and flip to the charts now. I'm going to zoom in for you guys, and where is that? Right over here. Okay, cool. So this is where it gets a little bit more, I wouldn't say complex, but more technical in terms of support and resistance lines, right? If you guys have been watching the streams over the past like week, you guys know that we were looking for Shiba Inu to come down all the way to this zone over here, in which case we would be buyers, right? I'd be looking to bid that. Essentially, this was our, let me go ahead and our bull flag, like consolidation, right? A long consolidation on the daily time frame that we broke towards the upside. So any retest of that level, right, essentially a round retest of support and resistance, would be a trend opportunity to buy the higher low on the weekly time frame. So that's what I would be looking for. That's the more greedy and safer trade, right? But okay, this is what Shiba Inu did instead. It got picked up over here on this zone, right? You can see these two red lines I have over here. Shiba Inu got picked up over there. You guys might be thinking, wait, where would you get that zone from? Well, you could essentially mark out this wick that got sold into, okay, that flipped into support once we broke it towards the upside, or you could flip to your lower time frames onto the 4-hour time frame, for example, and we'll just wait for TradingView to load. TradingView wants to be difficult with me again today. Come on, TradingView, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Not live on stream, not today. But yeah, there we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, come on. I don't have the time today, TradingView. Let's just refresh the chart and hope for the best. And it's likely not going to flip to Shiba Inu. It's going to probably be VeChain. Oh, it is Shiba Inu. Okay, cool. Shiba Inu, Shiba USDT on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, but the chart isn't loading. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see, similar to how we were looking for the daily consolidation to be retested, right? This was the daily consolidation. What we did instead was test the 4-hour consolidation right over here that we broke towards the upside. So that structure we flipped essentially into resistance when we had the upthrust towards the upside. Now we've come down to retest that resistance structure, that consolidation, and that's where Shiba Inu got picked up, right? So really interesting over there. It's reclaimed the dynamic on the 4-hour time frame, but again, just like the dashboard, the 4-hour time frame is not enough for me because we're looking for higher time frame continuation towards the downside, right? But interestingly enough, Shiba Inu actually flipped on the daily dynamic as well, but TradingView wants to be slow. Okay, there we go, thank God. And over here you guys can see that Shiba Inu has reclaimed the daily dynamic. Interestingly enough, the entire time on the dynamic, Shiba Inu has held its dynamic support, or rather has held its tempo white, right? You guys can see that tempo flipped white over here and essentially kept us in. If you were playing only the tempo, you would have been in the trade even now. But hey, we got out somewhere around here, right? Now we're seeing that tempo is activated as white as well. My God, that construction noise is horrible. Apologies for that, guys. But yeah, we're seeing tempo white. Tempo is white, and the dynamic has flipped, or rather, price has reclaimed the dynamic as well. Jesus, I can't even think with that noise. But yeah, so Shiba Inu looking really interesting over here, but it's not out of the clear just yet. The dynamic is giving us really good a really good early call, as well as the Ichimoku. In fact, we have reclaimed the Tenkin on the daily time frame right over there. However, if you're playing support and resistance, you have to be cognizant of the fact that we are up against resistance right over here, right? This is essentially the neckline that we broke down from. I'll go ahead and turn off our Tenkin and Kijun right over here. We broke down from that neckline. We're retesting it now, and you could very well make an argument to say that, hey, we have a high over here, lower high over here, and we are coming to put another lower high. That is a completely fair argument. So the real trade, right, if you want to be a little bit more safer and prudent, is to hunt for another low that does not take out this low. If you take out this low over here, guys, essentially then you have a downtrend continuation. But if we come in and put another low somewhere around here, hold the dynamic on the daily time frame, and then clear this level over here, that would be a really strong sign. Nonetheless, though, Shiba Inu showing us strength by getting picked up on those lower time frames, right? We got picked up on the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour structure that we just talked about, and we have reclaimed the daily dynamic. So Shiba Inu looking really good. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Any questions before I move any further? I'm gonna take a sip of my water. I'm trying to be fast today because I have things to do. But yeah, the signs of strength from Shiba Inu. Not seeing that daily continuation towards the downside. It is a bull market after all, and we want to see coins respect the bull market, and Shiba Inu seems to be respecting that by getting picked up on the lower time frame consolidation, right? On the 4-hour, we saw the 4-hour on the dashboard flip from short to neutral to long. I'm going to go ahead and flip back to it right over here. We are on the daily, but the 4-hour, you guys can see, is long, has given us a 27% upside move today. And yeah, I'm liking the look of Shiba Inu, but the 4-hour is the only time frame that has flipped long. The 12-hour is still neutral, and the daily is still neutral. So if you want to be a little bit more prudent, you'd want to wait for that daily to flip long as well. That's likely going to coincide with what we want to see on the charts as well with Shiba Inu. Okay, any questions before we move on? Because I want to go ahead and take a quick look at Solana, and then VeChain, and then we wrap up. Hey, thank you, Swag. Fisher says you might want to manage a position off the dynamic. Yeah, so if you're trading it off the dynamic on its first, so a quick tip for you guys. I'm going to turn on the dynamic right over here. We've reclaimed the dynamic, right? But we haven't closed 2 daily candles over just yet. If we do close 2 daily candles over it, that would be a lot more convincing for me. Until then, this could be treated as a potential lower high, right? Potential lower high. Nonetheless, though, it is a fair level to be trading off. Fair level. I just don't like the fact that we are retesting this neckline over here that we were trading right towards the downside. Essentially, we said that if Shiba Inu breaks this neckline towards the downside, I don't care about the dynamic underneath. I won't be buying the dynamic underneath. I'll be looking for continuation towards the downside. Well, now with that logic, I should also be waiting for this neckline to be claimed towards the upside. That being said, we do have the early signs that we can look for to start positioning ourselves mentally to get ready to get into the position if we see the right signs, right? So that's Shiba Inu. So let's go ahead and look at Sol now. We have Sol on the let me just switch back over here though. So Sol, guys, has been looking fantastic on the dashboard for a while now. The daily gave us a call 7 days ago, has been up 23% since then. Sol against Bitcoin as well, up 23%. So on the 2-day, in fact, you got the call a month ago and you're up 48%. So if you guys are looking to trade the mango way, stick to the higher time frames. Okay. Now Solana, as you guys can see, let me switch to the right chart. Okay, right over here. I'm looking at the lower time frames very deliberately because I want to reiterate one of the ideas that I had proposed to you guys on the last stream, where I said that, hey, if you guys notice, especially in this bull market, okay, this bull market, I've noticed a certain pattern where these charts put in these droopy-like formations, right, tend to break towards the downside, but not really. They U-bottom back up into their neckline, and then they break a certain level, and once they do that, right, so I'm being a bit abstract here because I did explain it in more detail in the previous stream, but essentially what you're looking for is a droopy formation, right? Not seeing the continuation that you would look for in a bear market especially, but this is a bull market and you're looking for this kind of behavior from strong assets where you reclaim the line, right, and then you start seeing an uptrend on the lower time frame. More often than not, this uptrend keeps going and makes new highs on that asset, right? So we're here, at the very least, I'll be looking for Solana to test the highs, and we pretty much just did that. Yeah, we just did that over the past 1 hour. Yeah, at around 248. So I'll be looking for Solana to make new highs. But this is lower time frame stuff. You don't need to worry about it too much. Again, Solana on the weekly, beautiful bull flag, breaking towards the upside, seeing continuation. Not much more to say over here, doing exactly what we expected. We've been positioning ourselves on this one for a while. So again, Solana is a cyclical longer term trade till the end of the cycle. Not looking to overtrade this at all, but looking fantastic on the USD pairing. I do want to point out what's happening on the Bitcoin pairing though. This is the first time that the Bitcoin pairing is now threatening to break out of its bull flag. You guys know that we positioned especially on this retest of the dynamic, right? Every retest of the dynamic for the past like almost a year now, well, all of this year has been a great buy opportunity over here, over here, over here, over here, And well, over here too, now we're threatening to close above this horizontal over here at around 37,694 Satoshi. And if we do that, I'll be looking for us to test the high over here at around 47,000 Satoshi. And yeah, that's going to be an explosive move, and that's essentially what I'm looking for Solana to do, right? If you guys do remember, earlier this week, or was it last week, I was essentially saying that I'm playing Solana till the end of the cycle. I don't need for it to outperform Bitcoin, but it would be really nice for it to do that. And now we're seeing signs of it beginning to want to outperform Bitcoin. Its uptrend is still intact. It's looking to break out of this consolidation, and I'll be looking for a bull flag measure move on this, actually, all the way to, well, 65,000 Satoshi. So looking really good. Any questions on Solana before we move on over to VeChain? Switching to the chat really quickly. Alright, cool. It looks like we have no questions. Looks like everything is clear. Well, how's it going, Vishal? Good to see you in here, bud. Good to see you in here. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna switch to VeChain, and for VeChain I'm gonna switch on over to the Mango view again, guys. To get on over to the Mango view, you simply click on this little tab button right over here, and you have a list of all coins that you can pick from, upon which you can select your automatic support and resistance lines, right? So right over here, I'm going to go ahead and unclick the weekly support and resistance and re-click it right over there. And these lines are drawn for you by the algorithm within the dashboard. We don't draw these for you guys manually, right? So these are automatically drawn for you guys. And what this helps with is it helps with your bias, right? You're not adjusting your support and resistance lines to fit your narrative, to fit your bias, to stay in a trade that you shouldn't be in, to avoid a trade that you should be getting into, etc. And there's a particular level that we've been looking at on VeChain for a while now, and it's this level right over here. We've been waiting for VeChain to break it towards the upside, right? It was trapped between a range. Now, if we break this towards the upside, we can look towards the next range, and any close by the end of this week above this horizontal drawn over here for us, I'll be looking for VeChain to get all the way to the top over here, which is essentially the highs at around 25 cents, right? So currently testing that 15-cent region resistance. If we do close above, I'll be looking for us to get all the way to 25 cents. So that is a really good move. But again, we have to wait for VeChain to clear this candle close by the end of the week. We have taken out the high though. The pertinent high that I'd be looking for has been claimed. So that's a good sign. You guys can't see my thing. Yeah, I should have switched to the dashboard. My apologies, guys. But again, I can go over what I just said. This horizontal level is what I was talking about right over here at around 15 cents. That's currently resistance. We're looking for it to flip into support. It will only flip into support if we close the weekly candle above 15 cents by the end of the week, right? Again, you guys can get over here by app.mangoresearch.co. Click on Mango View on the left hand side right over here. You can select VeChain from the drop down menu, right over there. So you have a bunch of coins available: XRP, Solana, VeChain, Rune, Matic, Luna, Dot, BNB, ADA, ADA, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We will be adding more coins onto this list. You can vote for which coins you guys want on here by joining us on our Discord, themangoway.com/Discord. Again, it's themangoway.com/Discord. So yeah, VeChain looking good, threatening to close above a major level. I'm liking the look of this. We can switch on over to the charts now and take a look at VeChain on the charts. If I can find my charts, okay, right over there. VeChain USDT. Okay, cool. And you can see that we are seeing confluence on the dashboard with the Mango dynamic, right? The Mango dynamic, this thin structure right over here, red, is now threatening to flip green over here. Remember, we haven't closed this weekly just yet. Again, the daily, the weekly is closing in 1 day and 17 hours. If we do claim that level on the Mango dynamic, it's also going to line up with us claiming that dashboard level, right? So that's going to be confluence, and I really like that. Much like Solana, VeChain has given us some fantastic trades off the dynamic as long as we're above the dynamic, right? Right over here, you guys can see we reclaimed it, had a massive move. Right over here, we lived underneath it, but as soon as we reclaimed it, right? So over here, you exit your trade. right? Over here you re-enter your trade and you have a huge move towards the upside. Again, I'm expecting something very similar. We reclaim the mango dynamic over here, gonna line up in the mango dashboard as well that we just showed you guys. I'll be expecting a big move towards the upside, right? So waiting for that. Patience is going to pay off. If we reject from over here, right, it's not going to be a death sentence. All it's going to mean is that we may have an opportunity to hunt for a higher low, and I'd be interested in that. Why? Because unlike other structures, other charts, we have actually taken out this high over here, right? So we essentially have a low, which compared to this low is a higher low, another higher low, a higher high, or rather higher high now being put in place compared to this high. And technically I think this high is higher than this high too, but nonetheless, right, at that point, considering I'm playing this as though it is a bull market, right, that's my thesis, I'll be hunting for trend continuation, and this is going to be turning into a symmetrical triangle, in which case I'll be looking for a big move to, well, this is actually pointing all the way to exactly what the dashboard is pointing to, right? The top of the range, 25 cents, right? But I'll be looking for continuation to making new highs and possibly much higher. So any questions before we wrap up, guys? Any questions? But that's it. This is going to be a really short stream, 22 minutes thus far. I'll take a couple of questions on just the coins that we covered. Yep, VeChain looking good, man. Don't try to call tops, man. Don't try to call tops. Just ride the trend. We don't know when market's gonna top. We don't know when market's gonna bottom. I personally think Solana is just getting started on this run. Do I expect a rejection? No, I expect it to clear it, but what I expect is irrelevant, right? I'm going to trade what happens by the end of the week. Yeah, weekly closes on Sunday. Yeah, it's a short stream, so you can rewatch it. Nothing special happening today, Vishal. I just have a bunch of stuff to do, catch up on. I may do a longer live stream later in the evening. Let me know if you guys want one of those by leaving a comment down below, hitting the like button. Accordingly, I'll do another stream or not. How's it going, Robert? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we covered Shiba Inu. Okay, let's do a quick recap on all three charts that we covered. Shiba Inu, we're looking for it to hold the dynamic level right over here. Preferably, we're looking for it to essentially put in a high low on the dynamic and clear this horizontal overhead at around 6,500ish, right? If we do that, I'll be interested in getting back into Shiba Inu for sure. Other than that, I may be looking to enter if we get 2 daily candle closes above the daily dynamic. Solana, looking fantastic. We've been in this trade for a while, putting in new highs. I see nothing toppy about this whatsoever. You cannot look at this as toppy. Nowhere close to being toppy. Retested the structure over here. This ascending bull flag, ascending triangle, bull flag, call it what you want. Perfect retest. Took out the high. Expected continuation, got the continuation. When it's doing what you expect it to do, don't be afraid of it, right? A lot of new traders especially tend to be afraid of giving back profits to the market, and they tend to be very, very risky when it comes to holding on to losses. You should be afraid of holding on to losses because you should be afraid of them getting bigger, and you should be very, very relaxed with holding on or rather, wait, I said that completely wrong. You should be afraid of letting your losses get bigger, and you should be very relaxed with holding on to profits and be risky with them, because you should want them to grow bigger, right? Don't let your losses grow bigger, let your profits grow bigger, right? At least that's how I like to trade. I'm fine giving back profits. I hate taking losses. Okay, Sol BTC. Interesting, very interesting over here on this weekly candle close. Might be looking to put in a new weekly candle close high, which I really like. And VeChain giving us a potential trade opportunity leading into next week. If we do close about 15 cents, I'll be looking for at least 25 cents, but potentially new all-time highs to around 50 cents, which some of you may not like hearing, but I'm pretty sure a lot of VeChain fans are gonna like hearing that. I'll definitely be trading for new highs, not just the top of the range. So with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Until the next one, do the mango way, do the easy way, do it the stress-free way. Ciao.